Hey, Tutorboss. Let's have an open conversation around an email you just sent me through your business. Subject line: Burnt out from hustling too hard? How I learned to slow down. This is from Lisa Tran to me. It says, "Hi, Eric." Hi, Lisa. Happy Valentine's Day, friend. Happy Valentine's Day. In this Valentine's edition, I wanted to send a little love note about something I've been struggling with lately that I think is common for a lot of entrepreneurs like us. Can't even say the word right. For a lot of entrepreneurs like us. Okay, what is it? Anxiety. Yeah, that's been common for me even before I tried to be an entrepreneur. The letter goes on. Even though we're only 1.5 months into the 2024, I've already pushed myself to burn out, and this past week I've woken up in the middle of the night, 5 nights in a row, stressed about my business. I woke up in the middle of last night, stressed about, I won't say my business because I don't have a very clear sense of what my business is, but yeah, stressed out. Yep. Even though I'm my own boss, I put way too much pressure on myself and overload my to-do list to the max. Let me tell you about an overloaded to-do list. It was 100 items long, but fortunately I was able to find 70 of those. I found 70 of those that I was able to drop into an email where I just said to myself, "Hey, self, it would be nice if you did all these things." That way they weren't all on my email getting postponed. That way they won't all, can't even talk. Trying to have a conversation and I can't even talk. What I'm saying is I took 70 items from my to-do list and put them into an email to myself that said, it would be nice if I did these things. About 70 items. I didn't count them, but I feel like that's how many there were, which is just out of control putting tasks on myself. Anyway, continuing. Although I preach building a business on your own terms, building a business that suits your lifestyle, simplifying your business, it's still a lesson that I'm still working through myself. So even when you make it, you haven't really made it because you're still carrying the problems and habits that brought you there. That's kind of what I'm summarizing from what I think you're saying. But let's read on. Since I was only praised as a child when I was successful in getting good grades or winning competitions. Yeah, I feel that. That's a familiar story for me. When it came to Lisa's study guides, I was always pushing myself to achieve, to reach bigger revenue goals with more students, hiring more tutors. I can't relate to the hiring more tutors part, but I can relate to the sense of having to push yourself to do something big. You can't believe how big my ego was when I won a 30 under 30 award or when I was offered to do a TEDx talk. It was huge. I'm trying to imagine how big your ego would have been at that moment. And yeah, I probably can't imagine, but I'll try. Why am I wearing headphones? Whatever, I like wearing headphones. And although I was successful on the outside, I was constantly anxious about my self-worth, since it was tied only to achievement, so I had to keep achieving more, leading to burnout multiple times over. Sad emoji, period. Yeah. It's not a pace that's sustainable. I can agree with that. Of course, we all want to be productive in building our dream tutoring businesses, but just like a little love note, if you feel like you're constantly pushing a boulder up a mountain with your business. It doesn't have to be that way. Remember to be patient and caring with ourselves in the process. I'm trying to learn how to slow down and be more gentle with myself. I'm realizing that protecting your inner peace is a much healthier way to grow your business. And this has positive side effects on our personal lives because we're not spending time at a desk instead of our family, or have a short fuse with our loved ones because we're angsty from work. In my case, like, maybe I'm withdrawing from friends and family because I feel such a need to get figured out how I'm going to do this money thing, this success thing. It's tough on learning habits, but it's so important we don't run ourselves into the ground. I made a video here with some thoughts on slow productivity that might help. Thanks, I'll check that out in a little bit. Wishing you patience and self-love as you build your tutoring empire. Sending you lots of love, heart emoji, Tutorboss. Lisa Tran, Tutorboss. So it said, sending you lots of love, Tutorboss. Thanks, Tutorboss. Letter from Lisa Tran, Tutorboss. Okay, what do I think about all that? I think two big things. One, I'm going to watch your video and maybe have some things to say after that. Two, I'm going to commit publicly to studying self-compassion. There is a workbook that I have started, the Mindful Self-Compassion Workbook. And Valentine's Day seems like a good day to give a gift to myself by promising to read through that entire book and work through that entire book. It's a workbook after all. So this is my public promise to you, Lisa Tran, Tutorboss, and to me, myself, Eric, potential Tutorboss, saying that I will study Mindful Self-Compassion, in fact, the Mindful Self-Compassion Workbook, on Twitch this month. Maybe aim to get through it by the end of the month, although it might take longer than that, we'll see. And that's how that's going to go. So that's my open letter. Thank you, Lisa Tran, Tutorboss, for sending that out. I hope I'm saying your last name close to right. And I hope you don't mind me sharing the contents of your business email. I figure it's like being sent out semi-publicly, so I don't mind sharing it. But if you want me to take this video down, just ask. Other than that, to the broader YouTube audience, thank you so much for listening to me talk about this. I appreciate it. Thank you, webcam. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, viewer. May you be well. Goodbye.